Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 in House Flipper, and today it's time to start a new house. Now, in the past we've been working our way through the catalogue of houses one at a time, but I think there's quite a few little houses here that we could spend a lot of time doing something fairly similar, so let's go a little bit further down and do something a little bit different. Here in this row we have three houses with bunkers. So we have a garage with a bunker, an old house with a bunker, or the uncle's bunker. These three houses were specifically put in for the prepper type people. So let's have a look at something a bit different and let's deal with a bunker, shall we? Let's try the uncle's bunker. See, that looks like quite a nice little house. Does need a little bit of cleaning up on the outside. Looks quite dirty, but it's quite decent. It's got a carport for sticking a nice truck or something in, and then you've got all this space in the upstairs so you can have a little house to live in, and then underneath it's got its own little bunker for prepping in. So let's buy this one, shall we? Number of floors 2, because it's got the basement with the bunker in, so we can have a good time and have a good play with all the prepper stuff. Let's get to our new house and have a look at it and give it started cleaning up and see what we've actually got. So I guess we've got a house of similar size to some of the ones we've done before. It's actually not got a bad little garden. Look, we've got a little planter with some plants in it. That doesn't look too bad, does it? It is a bit tired on the outside. It could do with a lick of paint and definitely a good clean up. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad on the outside, does it? Let's have a quick look around the outside. I want a quick look down the street. Hello street. Hello houses. Yeah, so it's one floor above the ground and then one floor under the ground, where you've got your bunker for in case something nasty happens. Oh look, you've got an exit in here, look. Oh cool. All concretified, look, with a nice big sealed for your protection. Little back porch. Nice overhang for your car. Let's take a look inside at what we've got. Ooh, is that so dirty? Look at that. Oh, we definitely need to use some plaster on these walls. Oh gosh, that's a mess, isn't it? It's definitely a sad little house. So they said uncle's bunker. Gosh, uncle, what have you been living like? Is this the access to the back garden? It is indeed. Ah, that's the stairs down, look. So there's the... oh gosh, that is a mess. There's your bedroom. Ah, isn't that beautifully messy? Oh gosh, this thing's horrible. It needs a lot of work. See, we're walking over cardboard boxes. Look, oh, there's a second little bedroom. So the house is currently set up as a 2-bedroom house with a open plan living, dining area, kitchen area, if you can call that a kitchen. Look at that, there's 2 little tiny units, a cooker and a fridge, and that's the whole... oh gosh. This was definitely a single guy living here on his own, wasn't he? But then why did he have 2 bedrooms? Oh, and is this the bathroom here off it? Oh, that's little. That's quite little, yes. Yeah. Ew. Ew. Icky. Right, let's have a look downstairs. So quite steep stairs. Look there, straight down. Lots of shelving units. You would want lots of shelving units, wouldn't you, for a prepper's place? But this is outside the sealed in area, so we're going to have to sell at least one of these units to be able to actually get to the doors, to sell a few of these things so that we can actually get in, and then we can actually see what we've got in our bunker. Oh, look at that, we can't even get in. Look, we are completely blocked off from getting in. That's not a very nice looking table, is it? Right, so we can get in. Oh look, that looks like it's leaked somehow. Oh, you don't want it leaking. If this is your sealed bunker for protection, you definitely don't want it to look like it's leaking. That's not good. This kitcheny area, oh dear. Even a prepper's not going to want to live in here. You're definitely going to need to clean, aren't you? And if you can see, like by the side, look, we've got our 3 prepper people looking at it. Yes, so we've got a little bathroom area. All that green mould stuff growing does not fill me with a lot of joy about the safety and protection of this bunker. And there's the access point, look, that we saw in the garden. That's where we saw that place. So we've got a really small room at the end here that they've made into like a dorm. There's a little tiny bathroom, and then we've got a little kitcheny area, and they've got some storage shelves outside, which actually isn't part of your bunker. So I'd say the sealed in bunker starts here and ends over there. So you've got 3 rooms in your actual bunker. This spare space outside the bunker, and then the little house at the top. So I think the first thing to do is to start going around and selling everything, because everything is absolutely disgusting. And then we'll give everything a clean, and then we'll start thinking about painting. So I'm going to go around and sell absolutely everything, and then we will start thinking about how we can make this place nice and pretty and beautiful. Save it from its disaster area place that it's got. It looks like a single old guy who hasn't cleaned in 6 years. Maybe was a bit of a shut-in and a hoarder and made everything a mess. And then the poor guy passed away, and his family took one look at the house and went, "Oh my goodness, we're not dealing with that." That's our backstory for this little house that we've got here, because it is a mess, isn't it, poor thing? We are going to resuscitate it and give it new life. Now I'm just going to keep going and go around and sell everything, and I will come back once we have done all of that. Well, I've sold absolutely everything that I can find to sell, and now we're going to have a good clean. So we're starting right at the back at the bottom of the bunker, right by the exit point to the garden here. And we'll give it a good clean up, and then we'll start thinking about what we're going to do. Now, do we start with the bunker and work our way up, or do we start with painting the outside of the house and work our way down? Either is totally doable and totally perfectly fine as a set of ideas for how we would do everything. But I've missed a patch somewhere. What are we missing? Where are we? Over this way somewhere? Is it down? It's down on the floor. See, we had a patch there. So I think this room's done. So now we can do the outside section. Now maybe we could extend the bunker in here and put in an extra wall, so that we've got a little bit more space down here. Possibly. I don't know if that would work. It might be doable. I think we've got bunker doors, so perhaps we could extend it into here a little bit. We definitely can't move the stairs. Right, so I think we've cleaned downstairs, so let's clean upstairs. See, this looks quite nasty, look at that. Let's clean that. And then there again, lots and lots of patches of strange, like, kind of looks like seepage, doesn't it? We had that downstairs and we've got it up here. It's almost like the edges of the roof are leaking in some way. Around the windows is fairly dirty. Let's give the windows a clean as well. Look how much of a difference it makes on just doing the windows. It's just like, wow, just a little tiny simple job just makes such a big difference. Now the preppers that we can see down the side, I don't think they're that bothered about the upstairs of the house. They're more concerned with the actual space downstairs. Though myself, I think I really like to make the upstairs look quite decent as well. But I don't think the preppers themselves, who are the potential buyers of these houses, and of course they only show up for the houses with the bunkers, these three people. In fact, we could take a look at these people from what information we have on them in our little journal as well. Now look, we clean the window itself, look, so the glass panes are clean, but we can still see the dirt on the windowsills and around the edges. Let's clean that all off. And the floor. Oh, I think we missed picking some stuff up. Oh gosh, cockroaches. That's not good. Right, so we've got some junk still on the floor to sell. And we need a vacuum cleaner with cockroaches. Oh, I'm so glad I've got the cockroach thing turned off. That is so creepy. The cockroaches are so creepy. I did turn the cockroaches on long enough to get the achievement for hitting a cockroach with a hammer, but looking at them, oh, it's so creepy. I just had to turn it straight back off. It was just driving me nuts. It would have totally, honestly put me off playing the game, watching the cockroaches. They're just too creepy. We've got some dirt on the outside of the house as well. I think we need to go and clean on the outside too. There's a few of the patches are on the outside. I've got most of the ones on the inside, I think, now. It's still something here. It looks like there ought to be something right around here. Maybe it's in the strangely decorated bathroom. Clean the windowsills. We need to clean that window again. And I think we've got more cockroaches on the floor. Ooh, let's suck those up and make it nice. Then we have to think about some colours and things, right? Why is this not clean? Okay, why are you not happy? And why have we got a brown... Is that the door? Oh yes, it's the door somehow clipped into the window, so I couldn't actually see the bit that wasn't cleaned, which was why it was very confusing. It looked like the window was clean, but there was a bit hidden behind the door, and I couldn't see it, so I couldn't see why it wasn't clean. Are we sucking this up? Come on, we can suck this up, can't we? Come on, get it all. That's it, get it, good, good, good. Right, let's go back to the cleaning. There's some black marks that are a little bit hard to see because it looks like we've got these black scuff marks all over the tiling. So it's hard to see where the actual dirt is. Right, so what are we missing? Is it down here? Ah, I think we've got it now. But there's definitely still something here. Is it on the ceiling? That's quite odd. What's here that it's... There's definitely a black mark on the mini-map, look, and it's not cleaning it off, whatever it is. Another one of those weird drip marks, and another. And those windows. So it looks like somebody's been standing on the windowsills. That kind of looked a bit like footprints. Why would somebody be on the windowsill? I mean, the windows are inset, so there isn't actually space to stand on the windowsill. So how could someone be standing on the windowsill? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And another window to clean. See what I mean? It looks like somebody's been standing on the windowsills. But the windows are so small, it's physically impossible to stand on the windowsills. It's just so weird, isn't it? Very, very weird. And clean the windowsills and the edges of the window. And how are we doing now? How are we doing? I think we've got a lot of the stuff off. We've still got that. There's still a black mark. Looks like there should be a black mark here somewhere, but I can't see what that could possibly be. We've cleaned everywhere I can think of, and it doesn't look like it's inside this room. It definitely looks like it's in the living room area. Oh, those, I forgot those lights. Those lights don't look good at all. Yeah, it definitely looks like it should be right here, but I can't find anything. Very strange. Maybe we'll find it when we're cleaning more later. Right, so outside we had some strange seepage marks on the edge of the outside of the roof that we could see from further away from the house. So let's quickly go around there and see what marks we can get rid of. There's a mark on the end. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Do we see any more marks around here? No, I don't see any black marks anywhere around this side. There's some here. Oh, that moved quite a few there, that one. Clean around the edges of the windows. Yeah, that's got rid of another one. And another couple there. And around the front here. Let's go around that. Yes, see, that's getting them. If you go around the edges of the windows, that often moves a lot of the marks. There's still something missing here. Oh, that's where the, I think that's got most of the outside. I think there's marks on the, yes, look, there was marks on the inside here. And there's something, oh no, you can still see, I think it's got a few. There's still some marks up, are they up here? Ah, the floor, that, yes. Did I miss a room? I think I might have missed a room, look, because I haven't cleaned these windows. That might explain some of them, yes. And then I think the next thing to do is to start to paint the outside of the house, and I think that will be the end of the first episode. And between the episodes I'll finish painting on the outside of the house, and then inside we can start on in the next episode. So we've got a couple more windows to clean. And then what colour shall we paint the outside of a house? If it's a prepper's house, they probably don't want to bring a lot of attention to themselves, because they want to be snugly hidden without anybody looking at them. So the outside of the house should be fairly nondescript, so we should use a fairly simple innocuous paint, like a simple cream or white or something, so it's like every other house in the neighbourhood. It doesn't stand out in any way to draw attention. So we might use just the white paint on the outside of this one, to be honest. A plain white paint on the outside, just to make it all look fresh and new and looked after for when we're trying to sell the house. Because like we say, the preppers are going to be totally interested in what's underneath, hidden in the bunker. They're not really going to be interested in what's on the outside of the upstairs. Yeah, so I think we've cleaned practically everything now, so what we want to do is paint. So yeah, I think a white paint, and also let's take a quick look at the 3 buyers that are the preppers that are only here for the prepper style houses. So we've got Lone Wolf 37, like Lone Wolf 37, a 37 years old former military tactical planner. He wants to protect his family at all costs, even if he needs to kill someone. Interesting guy. But yes, definitely the sort of person you would expect for a prepper. Someone who's got a military background, who wants to make sure everybody's safe. So, the likes that we know about so far: fortunately there is no TV, so he's not interested in TVs. Gas masks for me and my family, which makes sense looking at his picture. Food, it's enough to survive. A lot of racks, I have a place for my supplies. Water, enough for me to survive. First aid kit, if I get injured I can save myself. No unnecessary bed. Sofa, there is none. I'm glad there is none. Right, so this guy is not interested in creature comforts of any way, shape or form. He doesn't care if you've got sofas and beds and things. He does care if you've got lots of racks with lots of supplies and lots of water and first aid kits and guns and gas masks and things to survive with. He only wants things you can survive with. Ted Arrow? Takes it quite a long time to list them up. Right, Ted Arrow. At 0 hour, those who are unprepared will be like zombies. They will kill to survive. I want to be ready for it. Supplies will be certainly enough to survive, so a lot of racks, places for supplies. With the supply of water we can survive. There's not enough rice and pasta for our needs. It's good there is a sofa. The long evenings will not be as long if you can sit comfortably. It's good that there's a first aid kit. A stock of pasta and rice should be enough. 2 sources of energy will increase our source of survival. 2 beds are perfect. A real bathroom, yeah. So he is very interested in his supplies and his protection, but he would also like a little bit of comfort so that they're okay and safe. And then our third prepper, Maria Kolkowski. She wants a house with a bunker, allowing her to survive a nuclear explosion by at least half a year. There are gas masks, I feel much safer. A typical bathroom, that's great. There's enough water to survive. There's a decent stock of canned food. Good, there's a sofa. I would like this place to remind me of normal life up above. There's a TV, so I'll be up to date. There's a kitchen, great, I can make real meals. Great, a first aid kit. The amount of rice and pasta are enough. If I'm lucky, the cans will be enough. There's enough food. It's good there isn't any gun. They are so dangerous. So Maria wants to survive, but she wants comfort and she doesn't like guns. Lone Wolf, I'm sure, and Ted would both like the guns and the survival. Lone Wolf doesn't care if you've got any furniture, so he probably, if you fill the entire place with water and food and put no furniture in, he'll love it. But these two would prefer at least a few creature comforts along with the food. These two guys would like guns. She doesn't want guns. So you've got to decide who you're going to build for, I guess. But we are going to start with the outside of our house, and we're going to use some paint. I think we're going to do it in the very simple white, just to freshen the whole place up. So I'm going to start painting with our white paint, and I'll finish that off camera. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!